Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Daily Dungeon Diving. All I went ahead and did off screen was I went back up top, I got some more berries, and I got some more cartels. So, we are ready to continue. Now again, I kind of have to be a little bit more on my toes than normal now, because I have no idea what might trigger an AI running in here to try and murder me. We also don't know exactly what is possible with the AI in terms of their weapons and armor. I saw a screenshot of an AI, a dead AI body in the dungeon who had full tier 4 armor, or at least it looked like full tier 4 armor. It might not have been completely full, but it looked pretty much like full tier 4 armor, and obviously with the weapons that I have, that would be a little bit tricky. So if he also had like a falchion or something, then you know, my flanged mace isn't going to be able to outdamage his falchion if he has one, especially if he's wearing tier 4 armor. So, you know, without not having healing items on the quick slot could potentially hurt me quite a bit in that situation. So I have to be somewhat careful about keeping an eye on the minimap at all times now, to make sure that, you know, an AI isn't gonna creep up on me and just absolutely annihilate me. It's also kind of a reason to be very careful about when I choose to use holly berries, and how many holly berries I use at once, because obviously having to puke when an AI character is running up on you would not be a good thing. that'd be pretty darn bad. And actually, one thing that I did miss in the last episode, there was another change with the 1.2.0 update, or maybe it was in the quick patch that came afterwards, the 1.2.1. I don't remember which it was, actually, come to think of it. But anyways, what they did is they added a trade in the game for chalices. Now you can trade 10 chalices. Holy crap, that's a lot of enemies packed in there. You can trade 10 chalices and get 1 scroll of control level 1. Which is one of the new items they've added to the game. You know what? Possessed kind of hurt and they attack quick. I'm going to go ahead and use some of this tier 2 armor that I made. Yeah, it only saves me 1 hit each, but I'm okay with that. Or one damage each hit, but I mean, as many hits as they get off in quick succession, I still think that's worth it. I am trying to use tier 2 armor a little more often than I have been, just because the tier 3 armor uses up significantly more thick cloth, and unfortunately, that is kind of now the limiting factor in my ability to make more armor. Like, I don't have any thick cloth anymore. It's just gone. It's just evaporated. So, I have to be a little bit more careful about how and where I use my thick cloth. So, tier 3 armor, I still think tier 3 armor is better to spend your leather and your thick cloth on as opposed to tier 2 armor. It's just, I don't have the thick cloth to use anymore, so bit of an issue. And doing what I just did, putting it on auto and then chugging a whole bunch of holly berries, is a little bit risky unless you are paying very close attention to the amount of holly berries that you chug. For those of you who may not know, it takes exactly 10 holly berries to make your character have to puke. So, as long as you know how many holly berries you've eaten since you last puked, you can use them without essentially running the risk of puking at a very inopportune time. So yeah, they're a pretty decent healing item. Now the thing is, if you really want to make the most out of holly berries as a healing item, you would turn them into bitter tinctures. However, again, bitter tinctures require cloth, which is something I'm a little short on lately. So that's the main reason I'm not using bitter tinctures. Bitter tinctures also, of course, require you to have spirits, which require empty vials, which I haven't really had a lot of time to grind up empty vials. And also, they require hawberries as well. So it's like 5 hawberries and 5 holly berries, which both heal you for 7 HP over time. So it's basically like going from 70 HP worth of healing items to 100. So while it is an increase and it's the most effective way to use holly berries, it's not like a massive increase. So if you're short on cloth or you don't have a lot of empty vials, it's not a bad idea to just go ahead and use the holly berries as is. So let's go ahead and see how this desecrator goes. Actually, I really need to have the honey on here yet, don't I? Alright, I just want to fall back a little bit and change that out because it's about to break anyway. And it's also important to note that the healing over time from the honey is not going to outpace the damage that the desecrator does. So even though I am, healing with the honey, I could still absolutely die going toe-to-toe with that desecrator. So that's something that you absolutely have to be paying attention to if you're going to do what I'm doing. Essentially trying to cheap out and kill Forsaken and Desecrators without using powerful weapons. That's not to say I don't have a couple of powerful weapons at home. I have managed to grind up a couple of those since I did a couple of tier 3 runs trying to get bowstrings and whatnot shortly after the patch came out. That looks to be another Desecrator. Well, could have been a Forsaken as well, but I'm pretty sure that's Desecrator because I don't think Forsaken have swords that long. I don't think they have swords that long. Nah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and pull him from the room. Yep. Hello, Desecrator. Oh boy. Well, he's dropping coal. That's nice. I also did an update video before, kind of mentioning that I can't really do dungeon runs every, or I can't do a video for these dungeon runs every single day anymore. Just because of my time constraints. Hopefully that goes away eventually here before long, and I'll be able to go back to doing dungeon runs every single day. But I don't know, time will tell there. But I did one there, and I went ahead and showed off the Gatekeeper nerf, which happened a while ago. I think that happened with the 1.1 update, I want to say it was. I don't know. It was a while ago, so I've, you know, kind of forgotten about it exactly when it was. Are there no good kiting spots in here? I don't think there are. Well, these barrels might be okay. Except for the fact that I kind of split the soldiers up. That's not really what I want. I guess I can use it to split them up and then have them come this way, I guess? Whatever. Whatever, we're just gonna kill them. Screw trying to be all fancy and not get hit. Sometimes it's just not worth it. Anywho. What was I talking about? Oh right, the change to the gatekeeper. They nerfed the shit out of him. And then I made a video on that, but also I showed off bombing the gatekeeper's hut. I was kind of honestly hoping I would get a flame sword out of that, but I did not. I actually bombed the hut twice, and I did not. But I also showed off that you can. Actually, my hydration's a little low, so we'll go ahead and do that. And actually, I want to get out of range real quick and eat a couple berries just to make sure my health is in fact topped off. As fast as these guys are, I don't think I'm gonna get a sneak attack here, so we'll fight them one at a time. Now I can get a sneak attack off, however, so this will work just fine. But yeah, because I went ahead and did that, I bombed the hut. I'm pretty much out of coal now. Like, I've been... Granted, I haven't been the most active player on Earth, but I have been playing this since, like, a month after the game was released. I've been playing the game for a long time, and I had a good amount of supplies stocked up, but, like... Yeah, bombs, they are just such a ridiculous grind. Ooh, that's a funky room. I don't think I've ever seen that room design before. What in the hell? Huh. There's also a shitload of lag in this room. Holy crap. What is up with that lag? My goodness. Now, another question I have is, can they... No, alright. Well, this is like one of the best kiting spots that I'm likely to find. So, I have yet another reason to thank the chest. Not just because it gave me goodies, it gave me a nice kiting spot. How very kind of it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a room like this where it's just got like a big square in the middle of it and you can go around all sides. Usually one of them is blocked off and it's kind of makes a funky L shape instead. Oh, really? I'm not going to be able to go through there? Yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh well. I really did not think I was anywhere close to aggroing that possessed. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the minimap as much as I should have. Gonna get me killed one of these days. Especially with AIs on the loose here in the dungeon. Okay, so we've got ourselves another leper soldier. A possessed and probably another possessed. So yeah. Ow. That hurt. Ow, that hurt as well. Fortunately, I'm in a little bit of a bad situation. I'm just gonna have to take a honey to deal with that. That was unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's see what's behind this door. Some enemies, but they're not really a lot of enemies. So it's kind of, whatever. And I will take you down here to my lovely, lovely kiting spot. Go ahead and heal up. Oh, right, I actually have to start puking before that goes away. You can tell I'm not exactly used to using hollyberries as a healing item here in the dungeon. Far from it. I mean, it's definitely a great way to, you know, do the dungeon very, very cheaply. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies, but there's a chest in there, so... I definitely want that chest. For show. Alright, so kiting spots in here are non-existent. And you're kind of... Whoa! Hi! Kefir came to attack me. The hell? Oh. Oh, no! No! Kefir, why? Why, Kefir? Okay. Well, that was, yeah, like I said, AIs can spawn in the dungeon now. And surprise, surprise, he showed up, out of the blue, just for no apparent reason. And it's kind of ironic that it was the AI that is, called Kefir. Now I don't think that's actually an official, like, developer account or anything like that. It's probably just a fan made that account or whatever. But I have seen them before a couple of times. It's really funny though that I'm recording this and the first AI that comes to attack me and kill me is Kefir itself. Why Kefir? Why? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call that a video then. At least it wasn't like a super short video. Now the thing is, I'm pretty sure the AI will still be there. So I'm gonna have to come prepared to actually deal with that AI. I can't just get to my body, get all my stuff back, and then get my revenge. I'm gonna have to deal with him before I can get to my body. I believe. Ooh, excuse me. I believe, anyway. So, I don't know, what should I bring? He had a Morning Star, which isn't super bad. I also don't know if the damage that I've already done to him will remain, or if you heal. Because he's not exactly a standard mob. And generally in most zones, when you have an AI attacking you, if you leave the zone and come back, they're gone. And I think that might still apply in the dungeon, but I honestly don't know. I have no idea. So this is kind of a unique situation. But anyways, I'm gonna have to come back. I guess I'll bring some tier 2 armor. That tier 1 armor that I'm wearing is kind of close to breaking. But I'll bring tier 2 armor, I guess, and maybe a flanged mace. Yeah, probably best to use a flanged mace, and then healing items, I suppose. I mean, I can always bring honey down there. So I should probably bring some berry drinks so I can make sure I have hydration for future dungeon runs. All right, yeah. So that's basically what I'll bring. All right. So next time on Daily Dungeon Diving, we will get our revenge against Kefir. Until then, guys, take care.